Should you pull for Lightning's FR? Her roles are going to be a melee attacker, consecutive turns, and an unbreaker. Spark Striker skill 1, it is 3 HP attacks with 120% splash. It becomes high turn rate whenever Lightning is breaking or attacking a broken target. It cancels Commando buff, and it grants 1 level of Ravager for 6 turns. It becomes the plus version when Commando is at level 2. The difference between the plus version and the regular version is the plus version cancels target's break, and it also inflicts group thunder resist down for 4 turns. Flourish Steel, her skill 2, it is 3 HP attacks with 120% splash, the same as her skill 1. However, this move ignores defense and becomes very high turn rate when breaking or attacking a broken target. It cancels the Ravager buff that she has, and it grants 1 level of Commando for 6 turns. An extra bonus for this move is that it grants Brave Regen by 80% of her initial Brave for 6 turns. Similar to her skill 1, it becomes the plus version when Ravager is at level 2, and the difference between that one is that it just cancels the target's break as well. Army of 1, her EX, it first cancels the target's break if it has one, and then it deals 12 HP attacks with 120% splash. It gives Lightning 1 free ability use. It delays the target by 1 turn. It inflicts thunder resist down on them for 4 turns. Cool thing with Lightning's EX is that it self-heals by 50% of HP damage dealt, only up to 10% of her max HP, by the way. Something very interesting about this effect, whenever Lightning has any excess HP that is healed, it turns into the target's Brave. So say if Lightning breaks an enemy with her EX attack, if she already is at full health, she will give all of that healing as Brave to the enemy, which would also unbreak them. It's a very interesting mechanic she has there. Her EX also extends active buffs by 1 turn. It grants her buff Knight of Etro for 8 turns, and it becomes the plus version when Lightning is buffed with Ravager. The difference between the plus version and the regular version is that instead of 1 turn, it will delay by 2 turns. Crushing Blow, it will cancel all enemies' break if they have one, and then it will deal 5 HP attacks with all 20% splash. It gives Lightning 2 free ability uses. It inflicts group thunder resist down for 4 turns. It grants her instant turn rate for 2 turns, and it grants her buff Savior of Souls for 16 turns. Memories of Rose, or FR, it also gives 2 free ability uses, also grants instant turn rate for 2 turns. Whenever it is active, Lightning enchants the entire party with thunder, and whenever anyone breaks or attacks a broken target, they get an extra HP cap up of 30%. Gestalt Dive, her BT, it is 10 turns with an HP cap up for herself of 50%, and then she gives the party an extra HP cap up of 30%. Well, a final notable effect that Lightning brings with her BT is that whenever she breaks, she fills the EX gauge to max. Whenever she breaks an opponent in any sort of fashion, she can use her EX right afterwards. Let's go briefly over Lightning's buffs. Ravager, it gives Lightning a speed up of 20%. Knight of Etro, it gives Lightning a self thunder enchant. This buff in particular also gives Lightning instant turn rate whenever she breaks. However, it can only be triggered once a turn, so you can't have infinite turns when you break. Savior of Souls, her overhead effect, it deals additional HP damage on attacks by 20% of her current HP cap, cannot be raised by the way, and this buff has some slight support capabilities by giving the entire party Brave Regen for 20% of their max Brave. Lightning's Force Conditions, you're getting a 45% whenever anyone uses a Thunder ability, and a final 30% whenever anyone is breaking or attacking a broken target. Lightning's pros, safe to say she's pretty damn good as a DPS unit. She's one of the highest DPS, by the way, single target wise. She's right up there with Tifa, with Leo, even above them. What's great about Lightning though is, unlike Leo and Tifa, she has massive HP cap ups with her kit. Utterly massive. If you have both her BT and her FR active, she is going to have a 110% HP cap up for herself. For the party, they're getting a still very big 60% HP cap up. If you add all the HP cap ups, she does double damage, theoretically speaking. Second off, if it didn't click yet for her Force Conditions, they are very easy. Even if Lightning didn't party enchant Thunder with her FR, you still have a plethora of options. You still have Garnet Call, you have Ash Call, you have Rex with his LD buff. You have so many options to party Thunder enchant. Thunder is one of the most frequent of all the party enchants in the game, and that being the hardest condition to fulfill, yeah, you're basically going to be hitting full numbers with Lightning's FR all the time. Fun thing about Lightning, if you're not familiar with her kit already, she uses her EX quite a bit, and because her EX delays, you're going to be having very consistent single delays throughout the entire fight. The reason why her EX being so strong is a very big deal is because it's one of her most used attacks. Whenever she has a turn, essentially, you're going to have an opportunity to use that EX. That move also having delay, having a pretty strong delay too with 2 turns. Insanity. And the last thing I wanted to mention about her, because she's moving up and down all around all the time whenever she's up, she's a very fun unit to play. A lot of the times with broken units, they don't really have a special mechanic to them. They just click on a move, deal damage, the boss is dead. that type of playstyle can get very, very old. Lightning, while she does still melt bosses with her attacks because they're so strong, she's one of the more unique DPS characters, and you don't see a lot of people who operate damage like she does. Yeah, in my opinion, she's extraordinarily fun to play. Lightning's cons, there will not be a lot, I will say, if you're just looking at the pure numbers. Lightning's skills don't do that much damage. Spark Strike and Flourish Steel, both only doing 3 HP attacks. Keep in mind, with all of her effects up, her damage is essentially doubled. So with her skills, you would theoretically have like 6 HP attacks. But even then, it's very clear to see that the highest damage that she will do is from her EX. In an ideal scenario, you don't want to use Lightning skills any more than you need to. Another thing with Lightning, she is very, very fast. Whenever her turn comes up, she's going to be moving more than once. However, she still is not technically a turn hogger. The boss still has a good chance of acting, even though Lightning is very fast. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest, but I needed to find something wrong with Lightning. Is Lightning's BT necessary? Yeah. It is very necessary. It provides Lightning with a massive HP cap up for her own damage and allows her to spam her EX much more frequently than she would normally. I don't recommend using her as a DPS if you don't have her green, because she is going to fall behind other current DPS units. My should you pull rating for Lightning is a strong S. What does she do well? Well, she's hot for one. And then second off, her damage is through the roof. She moves a crap ton. Her FR conditions are stupidly easy, and she is a very fun unit to play. Not very many downsides to her, to be honest, and I don't see a problem at all with using your resources to green her. She is a very good unit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!